I want to thank you for another opportunity to just encourage someone through my testimony that you are truly, truly my everything, that you have sustained me when I thought I wasn't even worthy to be sustained. You sustained me through seasons that I knew that the assignment of death was targeted on my back. You have sustained me through every financial hardship, difficulty, stress, and strain. From being negative and red to now seeing some evidence of prosperity. You have sustained me through family hardships, disconnects, fights, arguments, disagreements, separations, and so many other things that the enemy tries to do to discourage families. But you have sustained me and my family over and over and over again, time and time again. Jesus, that name that demons have to bow to is yet bowing. That name, demons have to flee. That name is a name I have found myself calling on, who has never failed me, who has never let me down, who's always showed up right on time, in the nick of time, when I felt like there wasn't even enough time, because he is time. He still was on time. So I say, dear Jesus, I appreciate that name. I honor that name. I'm grateful for that name. That name saves. That name redeems. That name restores. In all my 42 years, it is yet doing those things for me, for my family, for my loved ones. And I just stopped by to encourage a listener to call that name, even if you have to say, dear Jesus. He's listening. He's near. He's close. He's not far at all. And he is answering. He is answering. He is answering every time we call that name. Dear Jesus, it heals. Dear Jesus, it delivers. Dear Jesus, it mends. Dear Jesus, it makes whole. Dear Jesus, it sustains. Dear Jesus, it replenishes when we're empty. Dear Jesus, it multiplies when it seems as if we're running short and running out. Dear Jesus, it bears much fruit. Dear Jesus, it subdues the wicked. Dear Jesus, it confines the evil works of the enemy. Dear Jesus, and I will never stop calling on that name as long as I have breath in my body, because that name has been proven to be effective, effectual, and fervent in my life. That name is why I still live. That name is why I'm still in my right mind. That name is why I still stand. And having done all, I can stand because I'm standing on a sure and solid foundation. And so are you. So, dear Jesus, I just stop by again to say thank you for all that you've done, all that you're doing, and all that you shall continue to do in my life, in my children's life, in my family's life, in my loved one's life, in my husband's life, in my church family's life, and in the lives of people that I may never meet, but because they came across this podcast, I pray for them as well. So I thank you for being our anchor. I thank you for being our all. I thank you for life that you have given us and that more abundantly. Your life was not in vain, Jesus. Your sacrifices were not in vain. Your giving up the ghost was not in vain. You showing us how to walk this walk on earth was not in vain. We just say thank you. We appreciate you. And God bless.